Hey everyone, this is your favorite history buff. We are traveling with history. Today I want to go over a delicious meal, or the history of it, the history of hamburgers. I figured the background would be appropriate for something, but this one's a rather juicy origin. I figured you'd all like it. I know, I did. Anyways, as soon as we can, why don't we get to it, shall we? Now, this is how it's going to be done. I'd go through the beginning or origins of it, the immigration, I'll explain that one later. The modernized hamburger, rise of fast food, the gourmet hamburger, and of course the future of hamburgers. Now, the origins started Mesopotamia, the groundwork for the ground beef sandwich, they say, over 10,000 years ago. But the name came from the German city of Hamburg. Grew as an independent trading city in the 12th century. Count to many centuries later, 1848, some political revolutions shook up 39 states of the German Confederation. These were middle class and workers wanted a more liberal way, fair conditions, wages. But their little revolution failed, and the German Confederation was not turned into a German empire. Though during the time, many immigrants fled to the United States, and, of course, offered their Hamburg-style steaks. You can see on the right the symbol of Hamburg. But now you know where the name came from. Okay. Both the United States and Germany claim to have invented the food, or at least a modern part. If we're talking the original, then that'd be Germany's. I guess they could kind of go hand in hand when it comes to the modern, but the Hamburg steak is very popular. Minced beef that was seasoned and formed into a patty. And here's where the Salisbury steak came from. A doctor in New York, James H. Salisbury, suggested in 1867 that cooked beef patties might be healthy. Of course, and the cooks and physicians adopted the name. Now for the modern burger. Louis Lassagne was a Danish immigrant. Made the first modern burger in 1900, although Charles Negrin 1885 flattened a meatball placed between two pieces of bread. Of course, the brothers Frank and Charles Minch claimed to have invented the first one in New York, 1885. Nonetheless, it grew pretty popular in the 20th century. Oh yeah. As for the rise of fast food, got different regions in the 1950s and 1960s saw the rapid expansion of fast food chains, maybe McDonald's, Burger King, many others. The different styles or signatures are from certain regions. Right here, as you can see, Northeast had the first American burgers. That's where they emigrated to, so that makes sense. The Midwest, that sounds loaded, hence loaded burgers, buttery and cheesy. Southwest, of course, being near Mexico, had Mexican-inspired burgers with ranch and spicy flavors. The West on its own had avocado and dairy-layered burgers. They called it a burger renaissance. I guess we're kind of in one now, if you think about it. Gourmet burgers. The fancy ones. Premium quality and balanced flavor, they say. Presentation. A clean presentation, of course. And the experience, I put intensified because it was what it really was. Berkshire Square is an example of a gourmet burger restaurant. Sure, it's more costly. Some examples of a gourmet burger: gourmet cheeses, specialty sauces, a fried egg, high quality, of course. See the picture on the right? That's the cleanest picture I could find of burgers. It looks pretty gourmet. But, yeah, that was the gist of it. Very expensive, if I say so. Now for the future. Everyone's probably had the Impossible Burger at Burger King. They've made plant-based burgers everywhere, even in stores. Pea proteins, mushrooms, and soy. I'm not a fan of them myself. But for those who want them, more power to you. Oh, let's not forget social media. Yeah, people like this stuff. There's a lot of money to be made with the popularity of hamburger, different toppings. Nice art. Now, lab-grown meat, I'm not in favor of that. But I guess that's another method they're doing. Seems unnatural to me. There are also many others who are looking for alternatives for the meat itself, like the ones I mentioned above. But, yeah. I want to thank everyone for watching this YouTube video for me. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed it. Ding that bell if you want more. If you have any arguments, keep it civilized. I don't want to have to remove people. And, well, if you have suggestions, let me know. Bye-bye now.